Good morning, friends. So, let us go for the next topic related to yes. So, let us go for the next topics in pharmacodynamics. Let me admit people. Very good. So far what we have seen is, I hope you remember, we have seen what is pharmacodynamics. We have already defined it earlier, and we have clarified it yesterday. Then what else what we have seen is what are the various ways of drug action, that it acts at extracellular sites. We have seen the examples, cellular site of action. We have seen the intracellular site of drug action. Then what type of action drug is doing. One more thing we'll add into it: what more types of actions drug, or in what way drug acts. So the drug do not impart, the very basic principle in that is, drug do not impart any new function to the system or organ or cell. They just alter the things. Okay, either they can increase, decrease, or they can slightly modify it, but there is no new function is there. The cell which was not doing, suppose the beta cell of islets of Langerhans that was synthesizing insulin, they will not cause, now it will secrete glucagon. I hope you understood. Okay, the drug, the cell which were doing the function, the neurons were doing, or the maybe some enzyme was doing some action, so they will not alter that. They will just either inhibit or increase the action of enzyme. So this is how these drugs are acting. They do not make a drastic modification in this. The next thing in this is how they act. Then if we say that it is not making any new function, then how they drug act. They act by either stimulation, that means either increasing the activity. Example, adrenal stimulates heart rate, that we have seen, or pilocarpine stimulates salivary glands. So like that, there is a stimulation. Then there is a depression. Example, they decrease. Example again, acetylcholine decreases the heart rate, is a depression. Okay. Then next is the next in that class is irritation. They causes irritation of the skin or adjacent tissue, and they produce local and remote effects. Example of these are eucalyptoxyl methyl salicylate. They causes irritation. Because of that irritation, the pain is changing. Then replacement, there is a deficiency of endogenous substance. We have seen very good example of ORS. So that is what replacement or replenishment. Then they or example, vitamins are less, we give vitamins. Iron is less in anemias, we give iron. Insulin less, we give insulin in diabetes mellitus. Then dopamine is less in Parkinsonism, we give levodopa. There are plenty of such examples that shows how that are doing. Then next in that is cytotoxic action, as we have seen in case of cancer, that in cancers there is a selective cytotoxic. Yes, Samiksha, I'll tell you about placebo. Yesterday we discussed, but again I'll tell you. So this is how they are acting. These are various ways we have seen. Then yesterday we completed this basic classification, non-receptor and receptor. In non-receptor, we have seen all these activities: osmosis, adsorption, demulsion, and we have seen the examples. Then radioactivity and chemical also we have seen in details, that how antacids are acting and how chelating agents, or they are forming complex. Example are dimercaprol, penicillamine. Yesterday we have seen this. We have seen the enzymes also. There are many enzymes, and we either increase or decrease the action of enzymes. So there are many such drugs which are acting. I have told you example of MAO inhibitors. Then this ACE inhibitors are there. Then allopurinol is inhibiting xanthine oxidase, disulfiram is inhibiting aldehyde dehydrogenase. And I told you that as and when we go ahead, we'll understand many such drugs which are acting on enzyme at one or other places. Then we have seen that drugs are acting by activation of enzymes. Example is during the problem of what organophosphorus poisoning, where it causes blockade of acetylcholinesterase enzyme, and that causes problem. In that circumstances, pralidoxime is used as a enzyme reactivator. The enzyme which is blocked, and that is reactivated. There are drugs or vaccines which are nowadays many discussions are going on COVID vaccine, I told yesterday. So similarly, drugs acting through antibody production. These are a variety of actions which are there. So by this virtue, the drug will be acting. And lastly is placebo. Samiksha is asking. So what it means that, what is the placebo effect? Placebo effect means, I told yesterday, but I'll repeat since she has not understood. Placebo effect means, the word means actually, it is a Latin word, and the meaning of that is I will please. I will please means I will just make you happy. It doesn't mean that I will act. I told you, है ना, just like I tell you इतना होमवर्क कर लेना, और तुम बोलते हो कर लूँगा या कर लूँगी, है ना. मैंने कहा था कि ये सब पढ़ के आना, तुम बोलेंगे हाँ ठीक है हम कर लेंगे, तो मैं बहुत खुश हो गया, वाह वाह बच्चे कितने अच्छे समझदार हैं, ठीक है. पर एक्चुअली करते कि नहीं करते नहीं मालूम, या मैं चेक करने का मेरे पास टाइम नहीं है, ठीक है. आंसर देते हैं तो कुछ लोगों का तुक्का लग जाता है, तो मुझे लगता है वाह वाह उन्होंने बहुत पढ़ाई की है कि नहीं. सो दिस इज़ व्हाट प्लेसिबो इफेक्ट. उसने पढ़ाई नहीं की है, होमवर्क नहीं किया है, बट उसका तुक्का लग गया है. उसने कुछ तो भी आंसर देने की कोशिश की और वो सही निकल गया है. और देर आर पीपल जो पढ़ रहे हैं और पढ़ के उन्होंने नोट्स निकाली, नोट्स निकाल के उन्होंने उसको ध्यान में लिया, समझ के लिया और फिर आंसर दे रहे हैं. सो दिस इज़ व्हाट प्लेसिबो इफेक्ट इज़. प्लेसिबो इफेक्ट मतलब क्या, कि खुश करने के लिए वो ड्रग दिया गया है. जैसे कुछ लोगों को न्यूरोलॉजिकल प्रॉब्लम होते हैं, न्यूरोलॉजिकल पेन होता है, तो पेन का एग्जैक्ट प्लेस मालूम नहीं होता है, तो उनको अगर प्लेसिबो दिया तो वो खुश हो जाते हैं, हाँ मेरे को दवा दी है डॉक्टर ने. एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दैट थिंग इन माइंड, वो फेथ जो है उस खुशी में, उस चीज़ में, दे फॉरगेट द पेन. दे फील दैट यस व्हेन आई एम ट्रीटेड, द डेफिनेटली इट इज़ मेकिंग सम इफेक्ट. ओके, तो अगर ऐसा है, ये नकली है, नो, आयोडेक्स इज नॉट हैविंग प्लेसिबो इफेक्ट. ओके, व्हेन इट इज़ हैविंग सच काइंड ऑफ रोल कि ये काम ही नहीं करता है, तो उसको देते क्यों हैं, है ना. द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन कैन बी देयर कि इफ़ इट इज़ नॉट वर्किंग एंड दे डू नॉट एक्ट एनीवेयर इन द बॉडी, तो उसको देते क्यों हैं. So there are two things are there, as I told you, in some neurological there where we do not know exactly. कुछ लोगों में तो पेन का ऐसा होता है, जब आगे जाओगे तुम पेन के बारे में पढ़ोगे, तो देर आर पीपल हु आर टू मच सेंसिटिव, दे आर हाइपर सेंसिटिव टू पेन. पेन बिल्कुल थोड़ा सा होता है, वो ज़्यादा बताते हैं. ओके, तो इन केसेस में क्या होता है कि उनको दिया जाता है, तो दिस आर कॉल्ड एज ए साइकोलॉजिकल डिसऑर्डर्स. इट इज़ नॉट फिजियोलॉजिकल. अपन ड्रग से फिजियोलॉजिकल करते हैं, साइकोलॉजिकल में भी जहाँ फिजियोलॉजी इन्वॉल्व होती है या पैथोलॉजी इन्वॉल्व होती है वहाँ ड्रग देते हैं अपन. पर यहाँ अपने को मालूम नहीं है, वी डू नॉट नो एग्जैक्टली दैट व्हाट इज़ द पैथोलॉजी. सो इन दैट केस इट इज़ टेस्टेड, इट इज़ ट्राइड दैट सम ऑफ द, इन सम टाइम विटामिन्स आर गिवन, सम टाइम द टैबलेट्स विदाउट एनी ड्रग, ओनली लैक्टोज डाल के टैबलेट्स होती हैं, सो दे आर गिवन एंड दिस टैबलेट्स आर गिवन. सो इन सर्टन केसेस इंसोम्निया में नींद नहीं आती है, सो डॉक्टर नींद नहीं आती है बिकॉज दे आर थिंकिंग टू मच और समथिंग लाइक दैट. सो जस्ट द डॉक्टर विल गिव प्रिस्क्राइब, सोने से पहले ले लो, एंड इफ ही सेज दैट नो इट इज़ वेरी गुड, ज़्यादा नींद आ जाएगी तो कम कर जाना. सो दैट मीन्स ही फील्स इन माइंड कि आई हैव गिवन अ टैबलेट एंड द पर्सन विल देन स्लीप. So there are many such examples are there where the person behaves on the psych, and because of this situation, this placebo, but they are not commonly used, they are rarely used, but at one place they are commonly used, that is called as a clinical trials. Then when new drug is there, okay, and particularly in this kind of problems, when new drug, it cannot be used in case of cancer because we know cancer is there. In cancer, placebos won't work. But where we don't have a exact clear situation, in that cases when placebos are given in clinical trial to minimize bias. What is bias? एज आई टोल्ड यू कि व्हेन पेशेंट्स आर देयर, पेशेंट को बोला कि ये बहुत अच्छी टैबलेट है, सो दे विल फील बेटर फ्रॉम इन द माइंड, and because of that if you ask you what do you feel, how you feel now, they said I am feeling better. Okay, now what will happen when particularly new drug is testing and they are informed that there is a new drug, they may say that no, it is very good, it is showing effect, but it may not be exactly. So in that cases we need to have some control. सो पेशेंट को सेम दिखने वाली टैबलेट, दोनों का कलर सेम, दोनों का शेप सेम, पर एक में ड्रग रहेगा, एक में ड्रग नहीं रहेगा, एक प्लेसिबो रहेगी. एंड देन इन दैट केस व्हेन वी गिव दिस ड्रग्स, व्हाट इज द इम्पैक्ट ऑफ दिस? If the patient shows there is a effect with the placebo only, then the patient was having just psychological thinking about it. Okay, and if the placebo are not working and only drug is working, then we can understand that yes, drug is having activity. Okay, so from that you will study all this in clinical trial, that is called as a design of clinical trial, and this is called as a bias. That is, patient feels that if this is new, I will feel better, and he reports as feeling better, but which is not the correct thing. So this is called as a bias. Okay, and because of this bias, the results of clinical trial can go wrong. Now the question is whether iodix is having placebo effect. No, iodix is not having placebo effect, because in that two drugs are added. One is methyl salicylate, we have seen it as a irritant just now, and in iodix iodine is added. Iodine is acting as a local analgesic, so it penetrates the skin, it is a local effect, it penetrates the skin. Methyl salicylate will also penetrate, it will cause irritation like signals, and these irritational signals will be overlapping with the signals of pain. So they will interfere with the pain signals. So when patient is feeling irritation signal, that much time the pain signals will be less, and therefore this drug is causing. Okay, maybe you can call it as human psychology, but not. So it is not exactly with an human nervous system, because they are not acting anywhere, because as we told already, we discussed it, that placebo do not have any active ingredient or drug. So if there is no any active ingredient, that means these drugs or these agents have no such agents which will act at one or other place by any of the mechanism, either receptor mediated or non-receptor mechanism. Non-receptor we have seen, now we are going to see the receptor mediated. So in that, there is no such place where the drug is showing any kind of activity, or drug is acting on either this receptor or this way or any of the mechanism. It is just going inside the body and not acting at any place. If it is a lactose tablet, it will get disintegrated in that, and that lactose will be excreted as such. Nothing will happen in that. Okay, so then why it is there? Because the mindset. Because I repeat, very important concept in placebo is they do not have any active ingredient. So if they don't have any active ingredient, so it will not act by any mechanism, neither by receptor mechanism or non-receptor mechanism, or neither by whatsoever action we have seen, stimulation, depression, alteration, etc. In any kind of actions will not be there. Okay, enzyme in blocking, etc. No such kind of action will be there. So drug has no action. Only mind feels, I repeat, feels, it is not acting. Only mind feels that there is some benefit drug has given. No, sleeping tablets, they do have drug in that. So sleeping tablets, they don't have, because there is a drug. We call them as a sedative and hypnotics. Okay, so they don't have this. When we'll discuss CNS at the end, at the time we'll have this discussion. So sleeping tablets, they don't have placebo effect. Okay, but in certain cases when placebo are given, the person is not sleeping, okay, and some placebo is giving, and it is just a psychological disturbances because of it is giving it, the person may feel that yes, I have given a sleeping tablets, now I should sleep, and when he thinks that I should sleep, he may get good sleep. So this is what placebo effect, when there was no active ingredient. So in certain such cases it can happen when placebo, yes, we can call it as a sugar pill. Okay, so it can be just sugar pill. Got it or not? Understood the placebo? Samiksha? Very good. Everybody understood? Fine. So this is what the activity is. This is how the placebo effect is. So I hope you have seen all the various effects. Now let us go for the next one. Yes, what are the factors which are affecting placebo effect? They are patient factors. With the neurotic or those who are having psychological beliefs, they are responding to that. The drug factors, they can be affected by presentation or route of administration of drug. Colorful tablets like red, blue, green, etc. They can give better placebo effect. Drug factors, that is, if the doctor gives and doctors tell it very authentically कि this is very good drug, बहुत लोगों को बहुत अच्छे से नींद आ जाती है, even though it is a placebo, the patient may start sleeping. Okay, so this is way of instruction, doctor patient relationship. They may make some impact in the placebo effect. Now next are receptor mediated mechanism. Okay, so one thing is clear from earlier discussion, that placebos, they do not act on any receptor or any acid, base, alkali or whatsoever it may be. Okay, or electrolyte balance, just like what we have seen them as a different kind of activity like chelating agents, etc. So nothing like that. It is just goes into body and gets excreted, nothing else. Still it can show action because the person feels that now drug is acting, and if doctor said that this causes sleep, then I should try to sleep, and if he tries to, or he or she tries to sleep and if gets the sleep, then that means there is no big pathology the person is having. It was just a psychological thinking it was. So this is how these drugs are acting. So first one is receptor mediated mechanism. We know what receptors are. You have seen it in endocrine system and cell membrane, as I told you that you should go through. So these are receptors are macromolecules. They are present either on the cell. We have seen this also. I have asked you to go through endocrine where it mentions where the receptors are, and we have seen that at various places the receptors are. So they can be either on cell surface, they can present inside the cytoplasm or in the nucleus. And the thing is, very important thing is, drug should be able to bind it. It interacts, and because of this it produces some changes in the cell, and because of these cellular changes, again when I say that cellular changes, it doesn't mean that it brings any new function. It only changes the existing functions, okay, or the functions which were possible for that given cell. It doesn't introduce any new function in the cell. So it produces the cellular changes, but the drugs itself has no other function. Yes, Anirudh. So receptors are the proteins, and they have specificity and selectivity. So normally if we make it as a chemical reaction, so drug is a D plus receptor R, so it makes a drug receptor complex DR, and because of that DR will be there. Just like if you apply kinetics over here, so that kinetics will inform you, isn't it? So it will proportional to what? Concentration of drug and availability of receptor. Sort of, it is a second order reaction. Sort of, I am telling, not always. So it is a sort of a second order reaction. It may be depending on drug, it may be depending on the number of receptors, and then the drug receptor complex will be formed. So more is the drug, more are the receptor, more will be the complex, more is the complex, more will be the response. So like that we get a sequence, we get the relations between concentration of drug, that gives D factor. Now if the receptor are less or more, accordingly the actions can be there. So till receptors are available or drug is available, any of these are available, till that it will follow second order because it is there. After that it will become pseudo order because it will become in between first and second. I repeat, you please read chemical kinetics again, because it is important you understand it in better way if you remember it. So this is the drug receptor complex, and then it will show the response, which is what we want. Response means actually the effect of the drug which we want, or the action of the drug which we want it as a effect. Okay. Now what happens to it? Very, very important terms are there whenever drug and receptor interaction are there. Okay, Anirudh has tried, but we'll put it in better way. And throughout your studies and even in life, you should remember this term, because they are the basics of pharmacology. Okay, they are very, very important and always useful. The first one is called as affinity. That there must be affinity between the receptor and the drug molecule. If there is no affinity, the drug will not able to bind. If drug is not able to bind, we have seen that it cannot show any action. So most important, foremost important thing is, the whatsoever drug is there, if the drug has to be a drug, if the drug has to be accepted as a drug, then that must have a affinity. It is a must for it. Okay. Then second important thing is, it must have, if the drug is having, it should have intrinsic activity. Intrinsic activity is the ability of the drug to produce the pharmacological action after it binds to the receptor. Okay. Now very important thing is there. I used to give example of car many times, which I prefer most, and so far I observed that student understand this in a very good way. Suppose there is a car is a receptor, and there are persons, we have given them some dress codes. Okay, these dress codes are there, accordingly the person with that dress code is getting key. Okay, now this person are getting key, and it is with that it opens, so that key is there which should match that particular car, so it matches, the person sits into car. Now up to sitting inside the car is called as a affinity. How fast the person goes, how fast he can open the car door and can sit and can start the car, up to that, or rather can sit in the car, up to this is called as affinity. Understood? This is what is affinity. Now next thing is, there can be a person who is very good driver, and there can be the person who doesn't know driving. Okay, but since it was a group, some of them, even though, just like अगर मैं क्लास में पूछता हूँ आता है क्या, तो हाथ ऊपर कर देते हैं, है ना. बहुत सारे ने पढ़ा नहीं होता है, पढ़ा है क्या, यस सर पढ़ा है, फिर गलत आंसर देते हैं ना यहाँ पे. तो देर आर पीपल, या कुछ भी आंसर देते हैं सर ने पूछा तो ऐसा बेचारा ड्राइवर के, वो उसने पूछा किसको किसको आती है, हाँ आती है मेरे को, ड्रेस पहन लिया ड्राइवर का, आती है सर, चाबी लेके गया, गाड़ी में बैठा, फिर मालूम पड़ा गाड़ी तो आती ही नहीं अपने को, वो गाड़ी में बैठ गया, तो व्हाट विल हैपन, वेदर द कार विल मूव, नो, कार विल नॉट मूव. सो द पर्सन, अब जिसको गाड़ी जो खोल सकता है और जो गाड़ी चला सकता है, विल कॉल देम एज ए एग्निस्ट, है ना. एग्निस्ट की डेफिनेशन समझ गए, जिसको गाड़ी खोलते आती है और जिसको गाड़ी चलाते आती है, द पर्सन इज एग्निस्ट. सो इट इज द ड्रग विच इज कैपेबल ऑफ प्रोड्यूसिंग फार्माकोलॉजिकल एक्शन आफ्टर बाइंडिंग टू द रिसेप्टर इज एगोनिस्ट. तो एगोनिस्ट में क्या कैपेसिटी होनी चाहिए, एगोनिस्ट में क्या कैपेसिटी होनी चाहिए, ऊपर अपन ने जो डेफिनेशन देखी उसमें से, एगोनिस्ट में क्या आनी चाहिए, क्या होनी चाहिए उसमें, यस, एफिनिटी ही होनी चाहिए सिर्फ. कोमल, यस, एफिनिटी एंड इंट्रिंसिक एक्टिविटी. ये अगर है तो ही वो एक्शन दे सकता है ना। जो जिसमें एफिनिटी है और जिसके पास इंट्रिंसिक एक्टिविटी है, ओनली दिस कैन शो द फार्माकोलॉजिकल इफेक्ट। तो एगोनिस्ट की प्रॉपर्टी क्या हो गई? एगोनिस्ट ने प्रॉपर्टी क्या होगी? इट शुड हैव एफिनिटी एंड इट शुड हैव क्या? इंट्रिंसिक एक्टिविटी। अब दूसरा जो ड्राइवर है वो क्या किया उसने? दूसरा ड्राइवर है, उसने क्या किया? वो गया, पर उसने गाड़ी उसको आगे नहीं चलाते आती, उसको खाली रिवर्स चलाते आती है ना। तो मैंने कहा कि हमारे कॉलेज के गेट से वेदांत होटल जाना है गेस्ट को लेके, पर वो उसको खाली जाता है, वो क्या करता है, वो रिवर्स डालता है तो पीछे की साइड चला जाता है। तो व्हाट विल हैपन टू फार्माकोलॉजिकल इफेक्ट? उसमें भी इंट्रिंसिक एक्टिविटी है क्योंकि वो गाड़ी चला रहा है ना। बट दिस इज कॉजिंग अपोजिट एक्शन और दिस इज कॉजिंग इनवर्स एक्शन, सो विल कॉल इट एज ए इनवर्स एगोनिस्ट, है ना। सो एग्जाम्पल आर देयर, बेंजोडाइजेपिन, दे प्रोड्यूस एंटी एंजाइटी एंड एंटी कन्वर्जेंट इफेक्ट बाय इंटरैक्टिंग विथ इट्स रिसेप्टर। तो उसमें कुछ ड्रग्स हैं लाइक बीटा कार्बोलिन्स, दे एक्ट एज ए इनवर्स एगोनिस्ट, है ना, एंड दे प्रोड्यूस एंजाइटी एंड कन्वर्जन। ठीक है, जो बीटा बेंजोडाइजेपिन अच्छा काम करता है, ये बुरा काम करते हैं, उसमें एंजाइटी कम करते हैं, है ना, और एंटी कन्वर्जन इफेक्ट दिखाते हैं, ये कन्वर्जन प्रोड्यूस करता है। सो बिकॉज दिस इज गोइंग इन रिवर्स डायरेक्शन। अब और एक टाइप के ड्राइवर है अपने पास, जो गाड़ी में जाते हैं, बैठते तो हैं, पर अभी तुम्हारे क्लास में देर आर पीपल जो बहुत अच्छे से पढ़ते हैं, है ना, और बहुत अच्छे से रिस्पॉन्स देते हैं, और दूसरे क्या करते हैं, अच्छे से नहीं पढ़ते और रिस्पॉन्स देने की कोशिश करते हैं। ठीक है, वैसे ड्राइवर हैं, कुछ ड्राइवर है अपनी प्रैक्टिस अच्छे से करते हैं, अच्छे से चलाते हैं, और देर आर पीपल हु आर ड्राइवर पर उसको थोड़ी सी आती है, नया नया सीखा है, तो गाड़ी चलाता है, विट्स के पास बोला तो विट्स के पास लेके जाएगा, पर उसका स्पीड बहुत कम रहेगा। ठीक है, तो इस पोजीशन में अगर वो गाड़ी में बैठ जाता है तो क्या होगा? अगर मान लो अपने पास 3 और 4 टाइप के ड्राइवर है, अभी एक ड्राइवर है ए, गाड़ी सभी को खोलने आती है जो ड्राइवर है उनको। सो ड्राइवर ए इज गोइंग और फटाक से ओपन करता है, बैठता है, फटाफट जितने गियर आते हैं उतने डाल के वो लेके जाता है गाड़ी, है ना। ड्राइवर बी है जो उसको आगे का गियर नहीं आता है, खाली पीछे का गियर आता है, तो गाड़ी क्या करेगा, जो डेस्टिनेशन है उसके नज़दीक जाएगा कि दूर जाएगा? ही विल गो अवे फ्रॉम द डेस्टिनेशन, सो दैट विल क्रिएट और दैट विल इंक्रीज मोर प्रॉब्लम, है ना। सेकंड, थर्ड वन इज हैविंग नोज द ड्राइविंग, गोज अहेड, आगे जाता है, पर वो इतने इससे नहीं जाता जितना ए लेके जाता है। ये सी वाला जो जाता है वो भी जाता है, बट ही डजंट हैव दैट कॉन्फिडेंस एंड कैन गो विथ वेरी स्लो एक्टिविटी। ओके, सो दिस इज द थर्ड काइंड ऑफ पर्सन हु इज हैविंग can open the door but can drive slowly. So this kind of agents are called as a partial agonist. क्योंकि अच्छा, अभी ये नाम अपन ने क्यों दिए? इनवर्स तो बराबर है, वो पीछे जाता है, इसको पार्शियल क्यों बोला? क्योंकि अगर ए टाइप के 10 ड्राइवर है अपने पास, और सी टाइप के 10 ड्राइवर हैं, अब मान लो 10 गाड़ियां हैं अपने पास, ए टाइप के 10 गाड़ी ड्राइवर ने सभी ए टाइप के बैठे, ठीक है, और दूसरी एक सिचुएशन है जिसमें सभी 10 टाइप के सी टाइप वाले बैठे, और दूसरी एक कंडीशन है जिसमें कुछ ए वाले बैठे और कुछ सी वाले बैठे। तो व्हाट विल हैपन टू द कार्स? अगर सभी में ए बैठे तो वो कार क्या होगी, या जितने पैसेंजर लेके जाने हैं उस कार में, तो कितनी बार वो मूव करेंगे, कितनी बार शिफ्ट करेंगे, और अगर सी टाइप वाले तो कितनी बार करेंगे? यू आर गेटिंग और नॉट? समझ रहा है? सो सी टाइप विल एक्चुअली causes less activity because this is not as fast as A, so we'll call it as a partial. So these are having affinity to the receptor but they have less intrinsic activity. Agonist is having more affinity, more intrinsic activity. Inverse agonist has got affinity but opposite intrinsic activity. आगे नहीं जाएगा, पीछे जाएगा. Partial agonist is having affinity and less intrinsic activity. You understood this? समझ गया? अब नेक्स्ट इज वी हैव सीन एगोनिस्ट. एगोनिस्ट में क्या था? जिसमें एफिनिटी भी है और इंट्रिंसिक एक्टिविटी भी है. अब वापस अपने पास 10 गाड़ियां हैं. 10 गाड़ियां में 10 ए टाइप के ड्राइवर जा सकते थे अपने, ठीक है, पर अपने जैसे बाकी बोला कि मैं भी चला सकता हूँ, भाग गया पहुँच के, और ए टाइप वाला पहुँचता है उससे पहले ये जाके गाड़ी में बैठ गया, पर मालूम पड़ा गाड़ी नहीं चलाते आती उसको, है ना. तो क्या होगा? गाड़ी जाएगी? नहीं. इफ गाड़ी विल नॉट गो, इफ कार इज नॉट गोइंग, व्हाट ही हैज डन, ही कैन नॉट इवन ड्राइव एंड ही इज नॉट अलाउइंग अदर टू ड्राइव. वो खुद भी नहीं जा रहा है और दूसरे को भी नहीं जाने दे रहा है. अब इस सिचुएशन में वो गाड़ी वहीं के वहीं रह जाएगी, जबकि 3 पैसेंजर रुके हुए हैं उसके लिए, वो बैठा हुआ है. ये वाला आता है, अगर ये वाले में ज़्यादा ताकत है तो वो बोलता है भैया चल निकल, मैं चलाता हूँ, तू निकल जा बाहर. सो इन दैट केस ओनली कार विल बी गो. बट व्हाट विल हैपन? ये कब होगा? वो गाड़ी में से बैठा है, वो निकलेगा, डिस्कशन करेगा, तो तब तक तो बाकी की गाड़ी तो पहुँच गई जहाँ पहुँचनी है वहाँ पे. यू अंडरस्टूड? सो दिस काइंड ऑफ एजेंट्स आर कॉल्ड एज ए एंटागोनिस्ट. सो दीज आर हैविंग एबिलिटी. तो इनमें क्या हो गया? एगोनिस्ट में क्या हो गया? एगोनिस्ट में क्या है? दे हैव एफिनिटी बट दे डोंट हैव इंट्रिंसिक एक्टिविटी. वो गाड़ी में बैठ तो सकते हैं, चाबी लेके आ सकते हैं गाड़ी की, पर गाड़ी चला नहीं सकते. सो दे हैव having ability to bind to the receptor, that means they have affinity, but they are not capable of producing any pharmacological action, that means they don't have any intrinsic activity, and therefore they are called as a antagonist. ये समझ में आ गया सबको? बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है ये 4 डिफिनेशन, लाइफ टाइम फार्मेकोलॉजी में या थेरापेटिक्स में आएगी, ठीक है. तो व्हाट इज एगोनिस्ट, व्हाट इज एंटागोनिस्ट, व्हाट इज इनवर्स एगोनिस्ट, व्हाट इज एफिनिटी, व्हाट इज इंट्रिंसिक एक्टिविटी, ये 4-5 टर्म जो है बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. नाउ वन मोर टर्म इज देयर दैट इज कॉल्ड एज ए लिगैंड, ठीक है. सो लिगैंड मीन्स एनी मॉलिक्यूल विच कैन अटैच सिलेक्टिवली टू पर्टिकुलर रिसेप्टर और साइट. ओके, दैट मीन्स लिगैंड. इट डजेंट शो एनीथिंग अबाउट इंट्रिंसिक एक्टिविटी. जो बाइंड कर सकता है किसी रिसेप्टर को उसको बोलता है लिगैंड, है ना. सो दिस लिगैंड इज only indicating affinity. So ligand means any such chemical which has ability to bind a particular type of receptor. So suppose if ANS तुमने पढ़ा है, so in ANS you have seen that adrenaline or noradrenaline can act. So adrenaline, noradrenaline are ligands of alpha receptor or ligands of beta receptor. Then there are certain drugs which are antagonist. Example, or just now we have seen some of the agents, beta blockers or alpha blockers, they are also ligands. So any agent which is having ability to bind with the receptor, they are called as a ligands. So agonist and antagonist are both ligands for the same receptors. Okay, so this is how we have the actions. Okay, now we shall see how these agents are acting. Okay, then it will help us to understand these all details. We shall see one by one. We will just make this classification first. So there are, what are the molecular and biochemical mechanisms of the drug action. The drugs are acting on variety of receptor which are present. We have seen Veritar, they are can be outside the cell, that is on cell membrane, inside the cell, in cytoplasm, anywhere on any organelle, or they can be present in the nucleus. So in these are the various places where the receptors are there. So they can be acting on receptors, the receptor which are linked with the ion channel. This can be enzymes. Now enzymes are not exactly receptors, okay, but here we need a structural specificity. Therefore we put them as a enzyme into this, and carrier molecules and transporter. So here exactly enzymes are not that way receptor. In some people or some book you will find that enzymes are categorized or classified separately. It is not receptor mediated action. Okay. So basically meaning is that they need a structure specificity. Okay, just like for affinity. So if they are having affinity, then they can increase the or decrease the enzyme catalysis. If they decrease, we call them enzyme inhibitors. They increase, we call them enzyme activators or enzyme substrate, and increase the activity. So like that we have got variety of classes. So next we shall go for we shall see what are various receptors. You have seen them, but we shall see again, and we shall see the molecular actions of various drugs. I hope this much is clear. This is very very important and very very basic in a pharmacodynamic, and it should be helpful throughout. Understood? Okay, I'll give the assignment later, how you can go for this, how you can